Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. I'm your host, Ron Nicoletti. Happy New Year. It is Friday. We got 11 races on the card. We're here in the beautiful Gulfstream Park gift shop. And if you're at the track or you're going to come visit us at Gulfstream Park, stop in and get some really nice stuff. Let's take a look at those track and weather conditions. The main track is fast. The turf course is firm. The first race is 6 furlong sprint. These are claimants of 4-year-olds and upward. Jockey on the number 2 horse is Luis Saez.
They're off. A very even start. Breezy My Way and Tailstone go out to the front together. These two speed away from the others. Opening up a length and a half from Big Distinction, who's out running in third. Hoarder is fourth. Then it's Better Run Real Fast on the outside, followed by Mock My Day. Demand is trailing the field in the early stages here as Breezy My Way gets away to lead by almost 2. And Big Distinction draws up alongside of Tailstone to battle for second after a 22 and 3 opening quarter mile. Then it's Better Run Real Fast in fourth, followed by Mock My Day. Hoarder, the favorite, under a ride at the back of the field alongside of Demand. And Hoarder is about to be last as they round the far turn. It is Breezy My Way, who's been there all the way so far and is in the clear and opening up to lead by 2.5. A 45 and 2.5 mile. They're into the stretch, and it's Breezy My Way off the turn with a 4-length lead. Then Better Run Real Fast on the far outside. Hoarder is starting to get going, and then comes Mock My Day in between horses Demand and Tailstone. They're all trying to come and get Breezy My Way, but Breezy My Way will go all the way to win it by 2.5 lengths over Mock My Day. Then Better Run Real Fast and Hoarder.
Number 1, Breezy My Way, breezes away and takes them all the way around the track and pays $18 to win. Owned by Mel Petikoff and trained by Joe Orsino and ridden to victory today by apprentice Vicente Guidel. The second race of 5 furlongs on the firm turf course. These are maiden claimers, 4-year-olds and upward. Scratch the 2, I'm Just a Myth. Scratch the 7, Our Cat Daddy. And note the jockey on the 6 is Eduardo Nunez.
They're off. Shuttershock comes out running well. So too Kirky's Dream. These two out for the front together. Then it's Starchy Lieutenant, followed by Wind Warning, Camerton Hall going up in between horses. And then it's Chia Ghost on the outside. The trailers are CP Warrior and Burning Wild. Up the backstretch. And it is Kirky's Dream on the inside. Shuttershock between and Camerton Hall to the outside. And now Shuttershock and Camerton Hall take over. After a 21 and 4 quarter, they're a length and a half in front. And then it's Kirky's Dream on the inside. Now back running in third. Chia Ghost goes up on the outside, 3 wide. And then Starchy Lieutenant 4 deep. Wind Warning is in behind them. And then Burning Wild and CP Warrior, and they're into the stretch. And it is Shuttershock and Camerton Hall. Camerton Hall trying to come and get Shuttershock. Shuttershock still there. Camerton Hall on the outside second, and Kirky's Dream and Chia Ghost and Wind Warning starting to close well on the far outside. Wind Warning is coming after Shuttershock. These two hit it together. Shuttershock or Wind Warning, and then Camerton Hall and CP Warrior.
Number 5, Shuttershock scores. The favorite pays $4.20 to win. Owned by Pedro Jorge Castillo, trained by Ruben Monges, and ridden to victory today by Edwin Castro. We will take a break, and we'll be back for race number 3, in about a couple of moments. Welcome back. Race number 3, 1 mile. These are maiden claimant fillies, 3-year-olds, and we have one jockey changing here, and it comes on the number 3 horse, and to make the rider, Luis Saez.
They're off. Don's Girl had a good start from the inside. Ashi Pooh's out of the gate well. And now moving up on the outside of them is Alcaldesa along with Nina between horses. Now they're leaving the chute, and it's Don's Girl in front. Don's Girl to establish the early lead as the field races out of the chute and hooks up with the back stretch. And then it's Ashi Pooh on the inside, running along in second, followed by Nina and Al Caldesa to the outside. And then it's Rora Ima, who's down toward the rail. Princess of Cashel is next, and then Tamarack and Aunt Diana trails the field after a 24-2 first quarter. Up the backstretch they go. Don's Girl and Rafael Hernandez 2.5 lengths in front, with Ashi Pooh running in second. And then it's Nina and Al Caldesa to the outside. Rora Ima right behind them. Princess of Cashel is outside of Tamarack, who's 7 off the lead, and 4 lengths more back to Aunt Diana. Around the far turn, a half in 47-3 for Don's Girl, who continues to lead the way and is in the clear by 2 over Ashi Pooh. And then it's Al Caldesa to the outside, followed by Nina in fourth. Rora Ima's under a drive in fifth. The others with work to do. They've got to come and get Don's Girl, who has gone 3 quarters in 1:12-1 and turns for home with Ashi Pooh starting to close in. Don's Girl and Ashi Pooh, and they're well clear of the others. Don's Girl a furlong to run. Ashi Pooh running at her. Don's Girl digs in. Ashi Pooh yet to get by. 70 yards to go. They're on even terms. Ashi Pooh, Don's Girl, Ashi Pooh. Ashi Pooh over Don's Girl on the wire. And then it was Nina, Al Caldesa, and Rora Ima.
Number 3, Ashi Pooh closes to get the score for Cross Sabres Farm LLC, trained by Marcus Vitale. The horse pays $5.60 to win. Luis Saez picks up the mount and gets the victory. Race number 4, 1 mile on the turf. It's a starter optional claimer for 4-year-olds and upwards. Scratch number 3, Flash Trading. Scratch number 9, Inspire Courage. Also scratch the main track only, number 11. We're all set.
They're off. And it's Super Spender on the inside. Oklahoma Den right alongside. Roland the Navajo goes up outside of them. Mr. Money Pants is next, and then comes Crown the Kitten into the inside Eaton Ridge as the field races for the turn. They're followed by Stock, and 7th Fleet Humor is last of them all is Super Spender. Leads the way on that first turn. Oklahoma Den a length and a half behind. On the rail, it's Mr. Money Pants, third as they make their way onto the back stretch. And they are just ahead of Roland the Navajo, 4th at 24 and 2 first quarter mile. In behind them, Eaton Ridge tucks back, runs in 5th, 5 lengths off the lead, up alongside of Crown the Kitten. Down on the inside comes Stock. 7th Fleet Humor, 8 lengths from the front as they continue their run up the backstretch. Paco Lopez and Super Spender up top, a length and a half to Oklahoma Den. These two, 1-2 through a 49 3/2 mile. And Mr. Money Pants rolling the Navajo to the outside. Crown the Kitten begins to move up 3 wide on the far turn, 3 lengths off the lead. And then it's Eaton Ridge, followed by Stock in between horses. And 7th Fleet Humor, last of a very compact field that rounds the far turn. Super Spender, Oklahoma Den, rolling the Navajo to the outside. In behind horses, Eaton Ridge looks to have some run and needs some running room. Then Mr. Money Pants on the inside and Crown the Kitten, they're into the stretch. And it's Super Spender holding on to the lead from Oklahoma Den. Crown the Kitten on the outside, and Eaton Ridge is down toward the rail. But Super Spender is pulling away. Super Spender, no sweat for Paco Lopez here. Crown the Kitten was second, and then came Eaton Ridge and Stock.
Number 1, Super Spender wins. A nice ride by Paco Lopez. Pays $18 to win. Owned by Goodwood Racing and trained by Jane Sabelli. The 5th race, a 1 mile claiming event for 4-year-olds and upward, which have never won 3 races, or 4-year-olds. 10 runners going to the post.
They're off. Stumbling at the break there was Manny Blue Boy. And it is going to be Street Rage on the inside who comes out running. And now to the outside is Renombre with some early speed. As the field races out of the chute, and Whiskey Ding joins them from the inside. These 3 out the best as the field makes their way out of the chute and onto the backstretch. It is Street Rage in front. Whiskey Ding on the inside. Second, Renombre follows in third, and then Indogeny and El Cracket on the outside. A length and a half back to the Sundrop Kid down at the rail. Starship Rocky is next, and then Royal Grant. Break of another 3 to World Changer, and Manny Blue Boy, after that stumble at the start, is well behind the field. 24 flat was the first quarter mile, and now Indogeny is taking the lead and passes the half-mile pole, a length and a half in clear of the competition after a 46 and 4 half mile. El Kraken is second to the outside. Whiskey Ding is third. Street Rage comes under a ride, drops back in fourth. And then comes the Sundrop Kid, Renombre to the outside. Starting to pick it up is World Changer. World Changer's going to have to go wide. 7 lengths off the lead, but making up some ground along with Starship Rocky. They're coming to the top of the stretch, and they are in pursuit of Indogeny. 3/4 up in 1, 11 and 3. Indogeny turning for home with a 2-length lead. El Kraken is second, and then down toward the inside, Whiskey Ding in third. Starship Rocky is fourth. World Changer went very wide there and is flattened right out as they come down to the wire. It is Indogeny. Indogeny and Tyler Gaffleone to win it. The race is for second, and it's close between the Sundrop Kid and Starship Rocky. Then came Whiskey Ding and El Kraken.
Number 4, Indogeny wins it, pays $8 to win, and owned and trained by William Theranos and ridden to victory today by Tyler Gaffleone. Race number 6, 1 mile and 7/16 on the turf. These are maiden 4-year-olds and upward. Blinkers on, number 2, Son of Oahu.
They're off. Ender's Cat broke well on the outside. Rediscover, America's Kitten, Son of Oahu from the inside, all out for the lead. And then it's Let Us Pray. And they're being followed by Alcazar de Maram and Tale of Fancy on the outside. At the back of the field, Brevard and Neutron Star as they make their way around that first turn where it's going to be Rediscovered to take the early lead here. Rediscover now in front. Ender's Cat on the outside second. Son of Oahu taken back off the pace. Leading briefly there, but now 3 lengths behind after a 24 flat opening quarter mile. Going up on the far outside is Tale of Fancy right up alongside of Let Us Pray. America's Kitten is down on the inside as a new leader emerges up front. Ender's Cat's taken over. Ender's Cat opening up here, but I don't think the rider really knows they're going around again. Ender's Cat is the leader by about 8 lengths, and Gerardo Corrales, unfortunately, not realizing that they're going around again here as they go into that turn. And Rediscover is running in second position on the inside. Hopefully one of the riders will tell them as they go by. And then it's Tale of Fancy running in third, now taking second position. And then it's Let Us Pray down on the inside, followed by Son of Oahu, and then America's Kitten, who's 5.5 lengths off the lead. And then Alcazar de Maram on the inside as they make their way on the back stretch. Brevard is next and Neutron Star to the outside. So it's Rediscover who leads the way. 3/4 went in 1, 13 and 2, and the lead is a half a length. Rediscover in front. Tale of Fancy is running in second position. Let Us Pray now third to the inside. America's Kitten follows fourth. And then it's Ender's Cat who's dropping back on the inside. And then comes Son of Oahu, followed by Neutron Star. Alcazar de Maram is 6 lengths off the lead, and Brevard at the rear of the field. Around the far turn. And it is Rediscover up top. Tale of Fancies alongside. America's Kitten is sent outside of them. Son of Oahu comes 4 deep. And then Let Us Pray on the inside. And they're into the stretch. And Rediscover's trying to hold off America's Kitten. Son of Oahu is taken third. Rediscover digs in. America's Kitten now even. America's Kitten to the front. And America's Kitten will steadily edge away from Rediscover. Son of Oahu ends up third. And then came Let Us Pray and Alcazar de Maram.
Number 3, the favorite, gets up under the shadow of the wire and scores, pays $4.40 to win, owned by Ken and Sarah Ramsey, trained by Chad Brown, and ridden to victory today by our leading rider, Javier Castellano. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back for race number 7 in just a couple of moments. Welcome back for race number 7. It's 5 furlongs on the turf. These are claimers, 4-year-olds and upward. Scratch both main track only participants. Number 12, Take Time to Pray, and number 13, Union Label.
They're off. And it's Dr. J-Dub who's out fast to take the lead. Starship Wildcat came out second. Deterrent is third on the outside as they head up the backstretch. Then Where's That Cat? Little Baker in between horses. 2.5 lengths back to Drago's Best racing on the inside. Buongiorno Johnny is right there. Right alongside of It's Time to Laugh and Put Back the Halo. And then come Great Attack and Gersa. And they're running for the far turn where it's Dr. J-Dub. And Tyler Gaffalione out there by 2. Deterrent is second. Where's That Cat? Tracks them third. Little Baker fourth. And then on the far outside, it's Starship Wildcat. And slipping through is Drago's Best on the inside. As they come to the top of the stretch, Dr. J-Dub turning for home in front. Here's Deterrent under a hand ride on the outside from Rafael Hernandez. And Deterrent goes running on by. Then Drago's Best up the rail and into second late, but it's going to be Deterrent. Deterrent the winner, and then came Drago's Best. Great Attack looked like he got third, and a photo alongside of Starship Wildcat and Dr. J-Dub.
Number 11, Deterrent, closes and gets the score and pays $16 to win, owned by Mr. Amori Stable LLC, trained by Jason Service, and ridden to victory today by Rafael Hernandez. The 8th race, 6 furlong starter optional claimer for fillies and mares, 4-year-olds and upward. One scratch to report in here of number 9, Miss Dollar.
They're off. And it is Scuba Sue on the outside, sent out to take the early lead. Bohème de la Vie into second position early as the field heads up the backstretch. Bears Pearl is third, winning for Sarah, follows in fourth. And then comes Racing to the inside as they continue up the backstretch. Forest Funds, Aix-en-Provence, and Miss Wilby are next. And then it's So Blessed, and last of them all is Oasis at Midnight. 21 and 4 the opening quarter mile as Scuba Sue leads the way on the far turn, opening up by 3. Bohème de la Vie is second. Bears Pearl is third. A length and a half back to Racing to the inside of Forest Funds round the far turn. And they're being followed by Winning for Sarah. To the outside is Aix-en-Provence. But it's a 5-length lead for Scuba Sue after a 44 and 2.5 mile. They're into the stretch. Scuba Sue comes to the 8th pole trying to hold on to this lead. Bohème de la Vie is second. And here comes Racing to the outside, who's moved up into second. But Scuba Sue's got a 4-length lead as they come down to the wire. Scuba Sue and Gerardo Corrales hold on to win. And then it was Racing, followed by Miss Wilby, winning for Sarah and Bears Pearl.
Number 8, Scuba Sue, takes them wire to wire and pays $17.40 to win, owned by Monster Racing Stables, trained by George Navarro, and ridden to victory today by apprentice Gerardo Corrales. The 9th race, 1 mile claimer. These are 4-year-olds and upward. Full field of 12 runners going to the post.
They're off. Double Judge is being sent out of there to show some early speed and goes out to the front with Go Duke Go on the inside and CD Gold close up as well as the field makes their way out of the chute. It is on the far outside, Double Judge, CD Gold between, Go Duke Go running in third, Bellamy Brew 3 lengths off of them, fourth on the outside. After that comes Chillin' Dillon in fifth, break of another 2 to Hugo Light, who's sixth by another 2 lengths. And then it's back to Dangerous Brew, Trier is after that, Colorado Daydream, Better Man next, and then came Strongbow and El Grand Joyful. They went 22 and 3 for the first quarter mile up the backstretch. And it's Double Judge and CD Gold, and these two duke it out through a 45 flat half mile. And now Double Judge starts to edge away from CD Gold, and the competition is closing in. Go Duke Go and Chillin' Dillon are now moving up alongside the front runner, and these two are going to go on by now. Chillin' Dillon and Go Duke Go are now 1-2, and the competition coming after them, Dangerous Brew, is progressing and coming 3 wide. And then it's Trier fourth on the outside. The others have given way. Bellamy Brew has been eased at the back of the field. field. 3/4 in 1:10 and 4. They're into the stretch. On the outside, Chillin' Dillon, Go Duke, Go at the rail. Dangerous Brew trying to close in from third, and Dangerous Brew is coming now. Go Duke, Go, Chillin' Dillon, Dangerous Brew. El Grand Joyful is making a late move too, and it's a strong one. Here comes El Grand Joyful to win it. Got up in time over Dangerous Brew, and then it was Chillin' Dillon, Go Duke, Go, and Strongbow.
Number 1, El Grand Joyful closes like a rocket ship through the stretch and wins it and pays $11.80. Owned by BLC Stable Incorporated, trained by Bernardo Lopez, and ridden to victory today by Emicial Jaramillo. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back for the late Daily Double. And welcome back for the 10th race. 7.5 furlongs on the turf. It's the first half of the late Daily Double. It's an allowance optional claimer for fillies and mares, 4-year-olds and upward. Scratch the 4 Bibby. Also scratch both also eligible entries, number 15 Dia and number 16 Zipso Facto.
They're off. And it's Dream of Mine who breaks well from the inside. Abracadabra is out of the gate quickly, too. And rushing up now is Sequoia Princess to grab the lead. Sequoia Princess and Miss Tatycat now 1-2 as the field races into that first turn. And they open up 2 lengths from ZZ Zoom Zoom outside of Soki. Then it's Dream of Mine down toward the rail. Giants Jewel in behind them. In between horses, Silvery Starlet, Abracadabra's there on the outside. And then Del Cielo. El Cazalia is after that. Then Moonlit Sonnet, Lady Zuzu is just ahead of Enthusiastic Gal, the trailer, after a 23 3/4. Up the backstretch they go. Sequoia Princess, Miss Tatycat. These two move right along up front, a half length apart. ZZ Zoom Zoom is 3 lengths off of them. Then it's Dream of Mine 4th by 2. Giants Jewel follows in 5th. And then it's Soki on the outside in 6th. Silvery Starlet 7th and Saving Ground into the turn. Then comes Z on the outside, Abracadabra, and they're followed by El Cazalia, Del Cielo to the outside, Lady Zuzu still about 10 lengths to make up, and going very wide on the far turn. Moonlit Sonnet saves all the ground. Enthusiastic Gal still last and needs room, and they're into the stretch. Dream of Mine turning for home in front. Coming up on the inside is Silvery Starlet with a rush. El Cazalia is closing between horses. Soki is there on the outside. They're coming down to the final 16th. Dream of Mine. Here's El Cazalia on the outside, a final bid. Dream of Mine over El Cazalia. Enthusiastic Gal was in a photo with Soki behind them. Then Silvery Starlet 5th.
Number 1, Dream of Mine, lights up the tote board and pays $50.20. It gives jockey Luis Saez his second victory on the card. Owned by Kinsman Stable and trained by Ralph Nix. The 11th and final race is 7.5 furlongs on the turf. These are claimers, fillies and mares, 4-year-olds and upward, which have never won 3 races. Scratch number 13, Mochima.
They're off. And it is Summers back, who comes out running on the lead with Oxydata and Solfatara from the outside. And rushing through an opening on the inside as they move into the turn is Who's That Chick? And Who's That Chick is going to go up and garner the lead. It's Who's That Chick now to the front. On top, a length and a half. Summers back running in second. Bahama Drama through on the inside. Solfatara is there on the outside. And then comes Alien Queen just to the outside of Oxydata. A length and a half farther back to Sartorian. Rockin' Ronda's down toward the inside. Little Twitch goes up outside of them. Tracked by Princess Romana. And then it's back to Julissa and Pinsy's Prize. 24 2 was the quarter. They're moving up the backstretch. Who's That Chick? A half length in front of Summers back. Outside of them, Solfatara. Third up the backstretch. And just outside the leaders. Then Bahama Drama, Oxydata, Alien Queen, Little Twitch going up on the outside. Princess Romana's only 4 lengths behind. Very well bunched moving into the turn. Then Sartorian, Rockin' Ronda next. Julissa and Pinsy's prize, 49 flat for a half mile. Around the far turn, who's that chick on the inside? Summers back right alongside in second, Solfatara third. 4 wide, Little Twitch trying to put in a bid. Down toward the inside, Oxydata saving all the ground and right in behind the leaders, and they're into the stretch. And it's who's that chick in front? Oxydata with that ground-saving run is up into second now. And then it's Summers back in third. Who's that chick? Still there. Oxydata second. Pinsy's prize from far behind is taken third. Who's that chick? Oxydata. Who's that chick? Oxydata. Headed together. Very tight on the wire. And then it was Pinsy's pride and then Summers back.
Number 2, Who's That Chick, just holds on to win it, pays $7.60, and gives jockey Luis Saez his third victory on the card. Owned by Robin Team Show Racing Corporation and trained by Antonio Sano. In the pick 5 today, 5 of 5 paid $11,645 even for a 5. $133.25. In the Rainbow 6, couple of tickets, 6 of 6, $25,656.28. Carryover going into Saturday of $83,921.04. They got the Super High 5 and it paid $1,615.20. And that wraps up Friday's action. What a day on Saturday. We have 11 races with 5 stakes races, and all the new turned 3-year-olds are going to have some great races. We got the 6 furlong grade 3, the Hutchison Stakes for the boys, and for the girls, 6 furlongs, the grade 3, $100,000 Old Hat Stakes. And on the grass, we've got the 7.5 furlong grade 3 Dania Beach, $100,000. And for the fillies on the grass, we're going to go with the Ginger Brew, and that also at 7.5 furlongs. And last but not least, the 1 mile Mucho Macho Man. 5 stakes races on the card. First race post, 12:05. You got to be at Gulfstream Park.